Welcome students, I am Shubham Goyal and I'm gonna teach you about data preprocessing in machine learning. This is the third lecture on data preprocessing lecture series. Okay, let's start. These are the some of the topics that we have to discuss today. First, we have to understand the meaning of noisy data, then different method or techniques to remove the noisy elements from the data in order to get smoothened data. After data smoothing, the concept of data inconsistencies is discussed. Noise. Noise is defined as a random variance in a measured variable in actual. Noise is a meaningless data values which, if unhandled, can lead to a degradation in the quality or accuracy of machine learning model. Many a times, a noisy element is also called as outlier, that is something which does not belongs to the pattern or behavior shown by majority of data values corresponding to feature vector or entire data set. In machine learning, this deviation in behavior of a outlier can be visually represented by box plot or scatter plots as shown in figure. Box plot, also known as box and whisker plot, is a mathematical formulation made on the basis of various statistical measures. Scatter plot is simply a graphical plot made on the basis of dependent and independent feature vectors. Here, every point corresponds to one row or instance in a dataset. Here, outlets are highlighted using red colored circles. Based on expert studies, some of the probable reasons for noise in the data are malfunctioning of collection instrument. For example, sensor circuit get damaged due to any reason to give error prone values at certain instance of time. Data entry lags occur due to misread or misinterpretation of values by data entry operator. And third one, data transmission problem that can be very much common occurs when some of the data bits gets corrupted due to network error which appear while online transfer of data from one location to another. Therefore, to maintain the accuracy of ML models, these noisy or anomalous data values must be handled carefully. So here comes the data smoothing techniques into the picture. Some of the popular techniques of data smoothing are binning method, regression analysis, outlier analysis. We'll be discussing these techniques in one by one manner. So first of all, binning method is a very popular and easy method for data smoothing. There are some steps which need to be followed for the binning method. Step 1. First of all, sort the data into ascending order. Then calculate the bin size, that is number of bins. Step 3. Partition or distribute the data equally among the bins starting with the first element of sorted data. Fourth, perform the data smoothing using bin means, bin boundaries or bin median. There is one more point to discuss here is that last bin can have one less or more element, means if number of elements are not such like that they all divided equally among the bins, then you can have one element less or more in the last bin. So let's understand the steps of binning method with the help of one example. It is a money data in dollars. Step 1, sort the data or rearrange the data into ascending order. So here we have rearranged our data. Now in the next step we have known that we have to calculate the bin size using the formula I have told you. So here our bin size is max value minus min value divided by the data size. Here our max value is 29 minus 4 upon 9. We are getting 2.77. That means we have to take the ceiling value here. So we need to take the ceiling value. So bin size gets 3. Okay. But remember here one thing, that here bin size refers to number of bins. This is the point where mostly students commit mistake by misinterpreting bin size as number of elements in one bin. but in actual it is number of bins. Here, if bin size is decimal, then take the ceiling that I already told you. Okay, now step 3. Divide the sorted element among the bins equally, starting from the first bin and the first sorted element. So here, what we have done is we have divided our entire sorted data into 3 bins, starting with element 4. Now, next one is data smoothing techniques. Here, 3 different smoothing methods are used corresponding to data in each bin. So first of all, we will use mean value. Here, each value of the bin is replaced by the mean or average of that bins. Like the average of bin 1 is 7. That's why we have replaced every value in bin 1 by 7. Similarly, for bin 2, the average is 22. So replace each value of the bin 2 by 22. So next method is bin boundaries. Here, the values in bin except the values at boundaries of a bin is replaced by the closest boundary element. Like here, for bin 1, 8 is replaced by 9 as it is more closer to 9 in comparison to element 4. Similarly, for bin 2, 21 is replaced by 21 and for bin 3, 28 is replaced by 29. Next one is bin median. Here, every value in a bin is replaced by median of the corresponding bin. Like for bin 1, we know that the bin median is 8 and for bin 2 median is 21. You have to calculate the boundaries or median on the actual partition data, that is the initial bin which we have obtained after partitioning the sorted data into the number of bins. So next data cleaning method for noisy data is regression method. In regression method, a mathematical formulation or function of dataset is predicted, which help to found the data values of dependent variable using the values of independent variable. For example, let us consider the equation of a line, that is y is equal to mx plus c, corresponding to a 2D data where m represents the slope of a line and c represents the intercept. The equation of line is such that the projection of data points on this line is minimum. That means the length of projection, that means I'm saying about, let me 1 minute. Okay. I'm saying that the length of this projection of the data point on the line which we have obtained should be minimum. That means the length of this should be minimum. Okay. Now, or we can associate the prediction error should be minimum. Using the values of values generated by line or simple regression helps to smoothen the data as every data point now follows the behavior depicted by the regression line. Similarly, in case of multiple regression is used when number of data dimensions are high. In the pictures, we have shown the 2D dimension and the 3D dimension. For 2D dimension, we are getting a simple line equation, and for 3D, we are getting some surface. Okay. Next method is outlier analysis. Here, the help of different clustering techniques is taken to detect the outliers. That is, clustering helps to find the odd one out elements which can be either directly removed or corrected using some techniques. Like here, we have shown in the picture that this red fish is the odd one out, which get replaced or detected in clustering method, and here comes your outliers which shown by red color. Now either you can remove this directly or use some different techniques to smoothen this data to get some new values so that it can be also be a part of one cluster. Data inconsistencies. Inconsistent data simply refers to discrepancy in various data items like address fields containing the phone number of a person which in actual should be address of the person, but due to presence of phone number, its types get mismatched with the values of other instance in that feature vector. Now, how to resolve the inconsistencies? Either perform manual work using external references for every instance of a dataset. We know that it cannot be possible, it is highly impractical as size of datasets are very large. So now use some semi-automatic tools which are capable of detecting violation of functional dependencies or violation of data constraints for that feature vector. Moreover, they also must be capable of correcting some type of errors due to redundant data. So there is one more thing to discuss. To avoid inconsistencies, perform data assessments like knowing what type of data type of the feature should be, or whether it is the same for all data objects or not. That means before performing any inconsistency or before performing any work, we should know that what should be the data type of the features. Means address is there, then there should be an address, not the numbers. Or maybe if we are using some password, then it we should be some alphanumeric characters. Okay, so these data types should be assessed before filling the data so that we can know that what the functional dependency and what the data constraints are. So these are some of the topics which we discussed today. What we mean by noisy data, different techniques of data smoothing like binning, regression analysis, cluster analysis. Third one, what is the meaning of data inconsistencies? Okay, thank you students for listening the lecture, and do understand and listen the remaining lectures in the data pre-processing series once again. Thank you.